Hey, Merry Christmas. Welcome back to the Halfton Homestead. So walking through my neighborhood last year, I was noticing a lot of people have these Holiballs around, and they were all using fishing line to hang them up. So I went and I got some copper and I made some hooks for them. So in this video, this HDH video, I'm going to show you how to make these. You can move them from branch to branch rather than have to tie a whole new line up to move them. If you don't like the layout, you can move them wherever you want. So follow along. It's pretty simple, not too hard. You just need a couple basic ingredients. So obviously you'll need one of the Holiballs or one of the knockoffs. Doesn't make a difference. They're all exactly the same. They blow them up, they hang them up, they put them away for Christmas. Any type of inflator will work. You can use an air compressor, or you can use, I have an Intex quick fill. Now I bought this at Target, I think, one year on clearance for $5, so you can get one anywhere from $10 to $15 for those. And you need some six gauge copper. Now I use 6 gauge because this is your typical 12 that's in your house. It just stretches too easily, and with the wind blowing, it'll end up straightening everything out. And a pair of cutters. These are not flush cuts; these are diagonal cutters, also known as dikes, wire cutters. So let's have at it. So it's just a couple curves. It's not that difficult to do. And you can basically do it any style you want. I just kind of like did a note here, a music note, and then I painted them. You don't have to paint them. The silver or the copper is going to reflect different colors at night. These ones I actually light up underneath a tree with a big old spotlight. And you just bend the copper. Now you can get something around the house that you can hold the copper against to give you a nice beautiful curve. I don't remember exactly what I did because this was a couple years ago I did this. So we'll use, I don't know, a screwdriver handle here. So we'll hold the copper against that, right? And we'll just bend it around. So that's a good start for the upper hook. And if you don't like the direction it's going, just twist this over like so. So we got a good hook there. This is a 12 gauge I got here just to show you what the difference was. All right, so you can make this bigger or smaller depending on what size of container you use. You can also use like off here, can of off. Just something that's going to hold it and help it retain its shape, like so. That's probably better. It's a little bigger. Again, this is 12 gauge, so it's really easy to use, really easy to bend. Don't worry, you won't cut your thumb off doing this, I promise. Unless you get in there and kind of go out. So we'll open this up a little bit, so that you can reform it if you don't like what you've done. So that'll give us a better hook there. That gives us more branch. We can do big branches, we can do small branches. If we're in a really small branch, we can just pinch it closed once we get it on there, and it's not going to come off. So then we'll go down and you can do whatever design you want at the bottom. Now I just took it and I just kind of went around in a circle, like so. I just did it by hand. I don't know if I have enough to make a big one here, so any size is going to work for the ball. You can also use a pair of pliers to get that last hook there. Again, no one's really going to see these unless they walk up to your trees. This is pretty crude. You can take a lot more time and do this, but that's it. That's all it is right there. Then you take it, you inflate your Holiball. And these are the clips that it comes with. I just put it on here, go around once. I go to the center one here. I don't want it hanging on here. I think it's too much stretch on it. This gives a little more strength on the center one. And hang it on a tree. So then we took our inflator. We got to inflate the Holiball over here. Let's check this out. These Holiballs come in a couple different sizes. 30 inch, which these big ones are 30 inch, and the smaller ones are 18 inch. So with my particular nozzle here, I just use the smallest one I've got because we're going to be pushing air into that tiny hole. You can either do it that way, which if it doesn't work, you can pop this off and just hold it over the front like this and it'll still fill it up. So we'll try this one first. It does have a long thing in there, so it's going to get loud. Once you get it to the size you want, you take their little plug here and we're going to push it in the hole. And what it's going to do is you're going to grip on it and the air won't come out. And then we'll put the cup on. That's it. It's plugged. And we got a basketball. Now this is the cap that comes with them. Again, if you buy a knockoff, it might be a different kind, different style. So it just sits in here, and then the ring that we attached to this. So we can take it off real simple. Set that out of the way. This just clips right in. Now you take your new Holiball hanger that you made, and you'll hang it on the tree. So craft day here at the homestead. So what you need, again, is not necessarily a screwdriver, some round stuff. Needle nose will also help. So these three guys here, then when you're done you cut it off, bend it. And if you really want to paint it, you can paint it. I painted them, I think I painted them like a Christmas gold. It just doesn't hold up, so there's really no point to painting them. Then we can take them out and hang them on the tree. Now some people don't hang them up. Some people will actually lay them in front of the tree and tie them up. But you can also use this 6-gauge copper to do that. And you can go around the tree like so, the branch. And if the wind blows, it won't come off. And that's how you make a Holiball hanger rather than using fishing line or string. Looks a little bit nicer. Looks so cool. Well, appreciate you all watching. I will link everything I've used down below in the comments section. Don't forget to comment if you think it's a great idea. I think it's a horrible idea. 6-gauge copper. Just your regular grounding copper wire you can buy at Home Depot. It's about 30 bucks, $35 for 25 feet. So you can make quite a few of these. Some pliers to help you bend it, something round to go around it, and a Holiball, and you're set for Christmas. So again, thanks for watching. Half them out.